nights like these are sort of celebrating humanity, and you kind of have to, you can't ignore that. It's really emotional. I feel like things really started to I don't know, for lack of a better term, validate themselves right as the pandemic happened. And so I feel like there wasn't this sort of witnessing of things, and we weren't sharing space in the way that we would have liked to. And so now it feels like this sort of wave of this deferred thing that was kind of not totally synchronized with when it started. I feel like it took something like this for them to see it sort of materially, that things were okay, because there were a lot of bumps in the road to this. And so it's really nice to have them here. It's always been, the constant has been love and patience and acceptance, and to have them get to see meet Steph, and then see Christiana Amanpour and see, Chai and Jimmy, it's incredible. And then we have a family friend here, who's known my parents for a long time too. So it's a really beautiful full circle thing. I love that SNL is this very pluralistic place for a lot of different kinds of people and sensibilities and backgrounds. And I feel like it is one of our last places that are sort of public facing and weekly. I think there is a showcase that is regularly sort of cadenced so that you're seeing different kinds of things constantly. It's a literal variety show, which is this sort of, I don't know, a fossil of the industry. And so I take none of that for granted. And I love playing in my wheelhouse, and I love sort of deconstructing the wheelhouse. I love acknowledging that what I do is a specific thing, and yet I love that we were able to somewhat successfully wink at the audience and be no, I'm actually a heterosexual man. I love that we have this sort of nimbleness in that show to be able to do that, and to sort of be in dialogue with the audience. Lorne Michaels says the audience is never wrong. So even if your sketch does great all week and on Saturday it bombs, it doesn't mean that the audience was bad. It means that just the stars didn't align. And I've always loved that principle so much. And I've never felt any kind of resentment in that relationship. I feel like sometimes comedy is a little antagonistic, and I feel like I'm really lucky that I never really had that modality. I've always really loved doing it and loved the audience. I think the only generalization I can make about Asian people is that we all understand how big the world is. I think that is the only thing that Asian people have in common. Stereotypes aside, there are the stereotypes aren't really real. The only actual true thing that all of us share is that we know that we're enmeshed in something bigger than ourselves, and that's informed everything about what I do. It just makes you kind of consider, I don't know, something empathic, hopefully, in what you're trying to do. I always avoid any kind of a hurtful edge in my work, and which is not to discount it for other people who love to sort of poke the bear a little bit. I don't know, I've always kind of enjoyed that's been so tied to my background, especially as a member of the capital D diaspora.